Okay, so for my category of dream work tool, I chose the SOMNIA Tarot. Now, I have the original SOMNIA Tarot before they updated it to this kind of a version of a box and the updated images. I don't have the updated one, but this is also the illustrated one. So I'll show you them side by side to give you an idea of what they look like different. These are the backs of these. These are the backs of those. Let's see. I'm always off camera a little bit. Sorry about that. So these two decks are beautiful. I originally bought this one, and this one was the only one available when I bought it. And I really love it a lot. It has a lot of depth and nuance in each card. And once I found out that there was an illustrated version, I had to get that, of course, right? So I did. And then, and they also have an Oracle deck that just came out. I mean, just like months ago, right? But that's really cool as well. I don't know if I'm going to get the updated version of this, of the original, because I'm tending to not wanting to do that with decks just to have all the versions, because then I'll never use this one anymore. And then what? You know, like I wanted to keep this one because it means a lot to me, you know, like the first edition and all that. And I'll never use it if I get another version. So I didn't want to mess around with that. So I'm trying to not spend as much and like get less clutter in my life. And that was a way that I decided to, you know, do that with, like, to not just buy it because of it's a new edition. And I've actually held back on buying quite a few decks now because of that. And I'm pretty proud of myself, because usually I would just go out and buy it. Oh, look at that. Similar, huh? Interesting. But yeah, really cool decks. And this is for dream work, right? I mean, oh, okay, the moon card, beautiful. Even the Five of Wands, like, lights out, right? I wonder if we'll get a card that's the exact same card on both sides. But yeah, these are dreamy, and if you didn't know the story behind the SOMNIA Tarot, you probably do, but I'll tell you anyway. At least as far as I know. I'll tell you what I know. Nicholas Bruno, the creator, has... oh my gosh. Hello. Dream paralysis. Sleep paralysis. Sorry, I couldn't think of that. And what happens is you can kind of wake up, but you can't move, but your mind is still kind of dreaming. And I've had it before, and it's scary, you know, like you try to shake yourself, but you can't even move yourself to shake out of it. And most of the time it's always during a nightmare, right? Or it turns nightmare right away when you feel that way. And he's gone through lots of horrible times with that. And he created this deck based on his visions during his sleep paralysis issues. And I find that to be really in a way, what's the word I'm looking for? Open and vulnerable. That's what the word I'm looking for. Vulnerable. And I don't know, I just find it really interesting that he did this, and I just really like the whole premise. And I have the books as well, which I don't have in front of me right now, sorry. But there are books that go with the decks, that define them and all that, that you can purchase and look at also, which are full color, and it's really great books. Anyway, okay, so this is the SOMNIA Tarot. For my dream work tarot tool. Oh, and the edges of these are gorgeous too. This is also a smaller guidebook that goes with it. I believe the larger guidebook has everything that this one has, but it just has pictures of the cards, and it's just like a beautiful art piece, you know, like even a coffee book or coffee table book, but it's not big or anything. It's about, you know, that big. Anyway, okay, the Ancestor tool. So what deck is the best used for ancestors? And I don't do ancestor work, but the deck that I thought about would be the best was Dust to Onyx Tarot. And this is a really great, well done case. This is the deluxe edition, the Luxe edition, I think it's what it's called. It has this really great guidebook with it. Let's see, does it say what edition it is? But anyway, it has the write-ups and the pictures. So really well done. Hardcover. Comes with a little ribbon. It's about that big. And this particular box of the deck, I haven't messed with yet because I purchased a copy a long time ago that I sold, that I had, and then I ended up finding this one on eBay for a good price, and I bought it. So it's still in order. I haven't worked with it yet, but this deck, if you're interested in ancestor work, especially if you're black, you would probably be really interested in this deck. It's a really unique collage style deck that goes deep. The guidebook is crazy awesome. And I'm just going to show you the cards and not really talk that much about it because I don't really have all the information and I don't want to mislead you or anything. But this is matte lamination. It's almost rose petal, but it's glidey too, so it's not sticky, which is really nice to know, right? Because I've been having a hard time with sticky decks that I like. Usually I'm not a cardstock snob or anything, but I'm trying not to purchase all the decks that I like because I like them all, right? So I'm trying to limit myself, and the sticky decks are ones that I just want to limit myself, maybe. And then it comes with this kind of like mirror thing that you can look through, and it has a write-up about it. I'm not gonna even pretend like I know exactly what it's for, but anyway, but that's a really cool deck. I like it. And then it comes with this sleeve that goes over it. So that is the Ancestor deck tool. Okay, the next deck is the Healing or Restorative deck. And for that tool, I chose the Tarot of Oneness. Beautiful inside of the box. I mean, beautiful entire everything, but cute little bunny backs. The edges were like this. I didn't edge them. Here's the backs. Pretty. The guidebook, really informative. Very well done. I really appreciate that when the guidebooks are really well done like this. It also has extra cards. Oneness, Life Force Energy, Higher Self, and I think maybe one more. No, that's all. So if we get through the deck, we'll look at them. I just the perspective card is upside down. Oh wait, this one is too. But still, that's actually pretty funny there, isn't it? Okay. The Sun card, the embodiment of wands. This deck is kind of reminds me of the Spacious Tarot. Okay, we've got upside down cards in here. It kind of gives you room to look at the card and put yourself in there without too much stuff happening, and like without too many genders either. They kind of let you kind of see what you want to with this. Like there's no priestess here, there's no figures, like there's hands and stuff like that, but there's no people. Oh, here's that Life Force Energy card. Really cool. I like the that's not a Merkaba, is it? No, the, gosh, I forgot what it is. That sacred geometry in the back. Man, I have like brain farts. Awakening. Ugh, that's beautiful. That's the Judgment card. Yeah. And then the Magician. This person has all of the elements, and they can use that as they feel is right. Death and rebirth. A snake and some leaves. But then there's also shoes right here, like you're standing there. Eight of Wands. Look at the movement. They portrayed movement so well in the Eight of Wands here. And like, how do you even portray movement in a still card, you know? But they did it. It's really great. Robin Voicey is the creator. I know I haven't been saying who created the decks. I'm sorry. This is my first video, guys, okay? So I will get better as time goes on, and you'll know that if you like and subscribe. Oh, the Fool card. Right off the edge of the cliff into the unknown. That's so great. Synchronicity. That's a new card too. I like this. The Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. It's interesting how the star is at night. I guess it is at night, isn't it? In a regular star card. But, like, I don't get night vibes all the time from the RWS, but this one is very night-like. But that, you know, that means a lot. Like, the star is like a lighthouse, like a beacon, you know? And hopeful and all that. Oh, and this one, look at what's right there. Do you see that? That is a wolf. And there's also another one, I think. Oh yeah, this is a wolf cub right here. Like upside down. Oh, and here's a lobster. Right, the wolf and the dog. Okay, the moon, right. Sorry if I spoiled that. Six of Cups, you know, looking back at pictures. The devil. That's a really neat devil. Like egging you on. Here, come over. The Two of Cups linking pinkies. That's cute. Six of Wands, like You did something great and now everyone's looking at you. Very cool. Present moment card. This is another additional card. There's multiple lovers cards in here. Oh, here's the other one. The two lovers cards, the woman and the male. When decks have these, I guess you're supposed to choose and set one aside, but I like to keep them both in because you never know what your reading is about, and I don't necessarily read the lovers as an exact romantic card. You know, it can be about commitment and choices and lots of other things than that. So I tend to leave them all in, and it depends on what I'm doing the reading about, if it makes sense or not. Okay, so that was the Tarot of Oneness for healing and restorative. Okay, next, let's see. Next we have the no bullshit cards. The tarot tool for no bullshit. And for that, I chose the Brady Tarot. You might be surprised by this because it's an animal deck, but it tells me what I need to hear, and it doesn't like to say anything else. No, but it's a really well done deck. I mean, I absolutely love this deck. The artwork, everything is so thought through. The guidebook talks about what's in the art, or what's in the card. Really cool. There's a lot happening in the guidebook here. Every card is like so thought through, and I love the keywords. This is another deck that I'm so happy it has the keywords because it really just helps me just that much more. The only gripe I have about this is that, okay, this is a major arcana. Wait. Yeah, this is a major arcana. Okay. Now, each suit, and this is a major arcana. Okay, I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Okay, so the feathers suit has the red around it. The horns has this blue. I'm sorry, I'll let you look at the cards. The horns has the blue. Feathers. Okay, major arcana. And then the, oh, what is this one? Roots. This is roots. The roots have the orange, and the arrows have this white. Okay, now these are all the major arcana cards. They have all different borders. That kind of threw me off because I'm trying to categorize them, you know, like putting them in order, studying them, and I'm like, why are they all different? Like, why aren't they all the same borders that portray the major arcana? I don't know. And not only are they not the same, but they're equal to the other ones. Like, this is the arrows border. This is the whole, I don't know, the roots or whatever it is, right? So it is wrapping the major arcanas with the minor arcana borders. And I didn't understand that. And if you didn't see these majors here, I'm just gonna flip them. Yeah, that's the only thing I have to say about the deck that I don't like. Everything else I absolutely love. I love, 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 love. And I think the card that I like a lot, I don't know if it's the most, but a lot, is the Fool card. And I mean, look at this mourning card, right? Like they're more like there's arrows in their friend and they're all sad. Aw, you know? The Fool card. And maybe because it's the first card that I saw when I bought it, and it related to something that I just watched on an animal documentary about the birds in the card. But anyway, we'll talk about it when I get there. Look at this. Wow, beautiful. I believe this deck was made by scraping off black off a page, like you know in school where you did that and you scraped it off and there was like rainbow in the background, but I believe there was like white in the background and she painted the rest of it. If I'm wrong, please someone say something, but I believe that's what happened, or that's how she created the deck. And I think that that's such a crazy cool way to make art. Wow. I mean, the intricacies of these cards are so gorgeous. And these have a rose petal finish, but it's not too sticky at all. Like you can glide them. So thank God, because you know how I feel about those. Here it is. Okay, the Fool card. I forget exactly what birds they are, but the story is that this bird is put into an egg of this bird is put into another bird's nest from the mother of this, and the mother doesn't want to raise her kids, right? So she's like, okay, here's the best chance you have, and she puts her egg into this other nest with this other bird. Once it gets big enough, once it cracks open and it is alive and it gets big enough, it kicks out, literally kicks out the other birds that have hatched of this bird, and it kills them, kicking them out of the nest. Now, apparently this bird doesn't know the difference between her birds and this one, so it keeps feeding it and feeding it. And that's like, it's kind of like a play on the Fool, I think. You know, being an actual fool. But I mean, I think that is a great way to draw the image and portray it. I just think that's so cute. And the story behind it, I just learned like the day before, and then I cracked this deck open, the Fool card, and it's like, oh my God, there it is right there, you know? And just the whole story of it is just interesting, you know? And kind of like the Fool, like, the mother of this bird is sending it on his way. Have fun with life, you know, figure it out, right? And it does. It figures it out. So there might be a lot of ways to portray the Fool card here, but I thought that was a really interesting way to show that. But anyway, these cards are just gorgeous. Oh, defeat. Look at that. Oh, look at this anguish. Her eggs are broken and she's just screaming. Oh, and it's a nightmare. The Nine of Swords, right? Just a nightmare. This is the worst thing that could happen. And right here, you can even see a little baby eagle there. And this one's not even in anything yet. It looks like a yolk. Oh, poor thing. Anyway. Sorry, I need to put my phone on silent. Anyway, okay, so this is the Brady Tarot. My favorite, I'll even say it, my favorite animal tarot deck. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 tarot tools. And if you haven't known, I started a hashtag that is in the title, and you can make your own tarot toolkit with all of your topics, and you're welcome to use my topics and give us, you know, your tarot decks that go with the topics. You can absolutely use mine. All of mine will be listed in the description, along with the decks and possibly where to find them. Okay, so we have 17 we did already, which include Thoth, Marseille, Landscape, Round, Shadow reversal cards, Storytelling, Advanced Study, when you need an easy, simple reading, Emotional, Practical, Everyday cards, Spiritual no, not that one yet. We're gonna do that one next. Oh, spoiler. Inner Child, No Bullshit, Relationships, Simplistic, Dream Work, Ancestor, and Healing and Restorative. So we're going to add one on there, the Spiritual Guidance deck. And for that one, I chose the Conjunction Tarot. This one is pretty special. It also came from overseas. I'm in the USA, so it came from overseas there. Does it say where? Austria. Yeah, that's where it came from. Austria. Here's the guidebook, and the guidebook has a sneak peek on some of the cards here. Pretty substantial. Really like it. It also comes with a Tree of Life card here, and then the list of all the majors. So they changed a few names and they wanted to list that. These are the backs. Stunning. And this is my Spiritual Guidance deck. And man, my phone needs to stop. Okay. It just portrays such mystical and spiritual energy. I just can't even. I mean, every card is a whole piece of art you have to just like zone into and look at, and it gives me like alien, like galactic kind of vibes. I mean, look at this figure here. Wow. And the color palette is just chosen perfectly, and all of the cards are portrayed in a unique way. Look at the Magician. There's so much to uncover here. Like, look at these little meditative person down here. And that's even in the guidebook why he's there. The Fool. I mean, there's so much to go on in these cards. It's so amazing. Like, I could just hold this up for like 10 minutes and you could look at it all, but I'm not going to do that. But I mean, in a way, I kind of wish there was a bigger guidebook. You know, I would like to dive even more into it. But they do explain a lot of the symbolism in the card, and I appreciate that for sure. Anyway, this is a one-of-a-kind deck. it was kind of expensive, but I think it's worth the investment if you like this kind of artwork and color palette. Really unique, and I mean, just meditations and all kinds of stuff with this deck would be amazing. And oh, I just love it. Look at that moon card. Wow. Oh yeah, and that's another magician card. There's two of them. Anyway, okay, so that is the Conjunction Tarot. Okay, we're going to do, that was number 18. So we're going to do my career decks, or the deck that I chose to represent the career tool. This is the Alchemical Tarot, the 5th edition. I do have it actually right here, the 4th edition as well, which it's kind of beat up. But the 5th edition, I believe it's just the same idea, but just it has the gold edges and stuff like that. I chose this one for the finance readings because it is kind of cut and dry. Like alchemicals, you have to be very precise with your chemistry to create a certain thing that you want to, and the Pentacle suit is very prominent in this deck especially, and I just thought that it would make a great career deck. I don't really have another deck that portrays career in any big way, so like look at that one. How cool is that? So this deck, oh look at that, just really was a good choice, I think, for the career. And it also gives like clear readings, like kind of spot on, like not a bunch of innuendos and stuff to look into. There is nuance, but there's not like, it's not like a mystical kind of deck in a way where you can, you know, go too deep in the cards. I find it more cut and dry. So that's why I wanted it for the career deck. Very cool. And you've probably seen it all before, but I just wanted to show it to you. That is the Alchemical Tarot by Robert M. Place. The 5th edition. Okay, next. Wait, that's number 19, right? So this last one is going to be my personal reading deck only. So I only use these to read for my personal readings, okay? So for that, there's a lot of decks that I only use personally, and in fact, I don't really read for other people, to be honest, but if I started reading for other people, I probably wouldn't use this, just because it is a deck that I am becoming to bond with in a way where I don't want to share that with another person. I edged it in black. This is the borderless edition. I also have the bordered edition and the little mini one, which is really cute. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot. And the cool thing about this, well, okay, when I first looked at the deck, like online, and heard about it on TarotTube and stuff, it was when I was first starting to be involved in tarot. I didn't like the artwork, and to be honest, I don't really love the artwork, but everything in the card is so intentional. Like the toes not connecting here is an intention, like why they did that for a reason. And I don't really care if it looks kind of weird. And not that I don't like weird. I love weird. But for some reason, I don't know. It's just not my total thing. I don't know. Like, it's really cool. You know, it's cool artwork. And it's well done. You know, they sketch it. They do all kinds of stuff with it. Like the textures here. First, they sketch it. Texture, you know, I mean, I don't know exactly. But if you have the big guidebook, you can read about how not only the description of the cards and what everything means, but also about how they created each card, and like they give you sketches and stuff like that that go with each card that you can see. Okay, this is the death card, okay? And it looks like if you haven't seen this card before, it looks like the mother is stepping on the child, like crushing him, but that's not the case. He's reaching up, okay? He wants to go back in the womb where it's nice and warm and cozy and safe, okay? Because it looks like the environment here isn't very safe. She's already pregnant again, so first of all, that could never happen, him going back up in there. But not only that, is she's going to push another one out soon, you know? But he wants to go back in where it's warm and safe. And she says, no, you can't. You have to stay out here and experience life with me. And I just found that such like a chilling, in a good way, like a reason of, or a way to portray the death card. Because at first I thought it was the mother was crushing, but then reading into it, it was actually totally different. And that's what I love about the Deviant Moon Tarot. I mean, the thought that went into it really is so clever and so well done. I mean, I can't even, you know, it's so awesome. And even though the artwork isn't my favorite artwork ever, it is so amazing. Like, I love all the choices and everything, and it just came out so well. I also like the Trumpi de la Luna deck. That's a nice one. I have the illustrated pips and the original Marseille one, but yeah, this one is definitely one that I would read for myself. It's more about working with my energies than reading for other people. So, like, that's just how I've gotten to know the deck. And again, I don't usually read for other people anyway, but if I had to choose a deck that I would never read for other people with, it would probably be this one. That's such a cool devil. I love it. Sneaky. So anyway, that is 20 decks from my tarot toolkit. And I hope you had a good time with me. I hope you like how I make the video and what I like to talk about. This is just video one out of, you know, a lot of them that I want to make. And I just would love if you like and subscribe, of course. And if I made mistakes in this video, please give me a little leeway. And also, with that said, if there's anything that you want to tell me on how to improve my videos, please tell me. Keep it, you know, like in a good way. Don't, you know, shred me up over here, but constructive is the word. But I'm happy to hear your input, totally. If there's anything that I did that was off or that you didn't like, please, I would rather know than redo that mistake over and over again and have people click off the video. So honestly, it's totally fine. I appreciate you coming with me all the way to this end, and look out for more videos. Thank you. Have a good day.